Nice. GG's.
Winning and fighting. It can often seem like an impossible task due to your teammates just not being good enough. Well, sure, I'm not going to argue that bad teammates don't exist, because they do, but in this video, I will focus on how to actually win in fighting, because honestly, it's not actually that hard. Now, let's be honest here. When trying to win games in fighting, it often just feels like it's a hard thing to do, but no one really asks why that is. Usually, the reason you lose is because of bad team compositions or your team's lack of communication and or synergy. This usually comes in the form of that one banhammer chasing a slingshot for way too long, or your medkit just not healing you. These obviously will hurt not only your team's performance, but also yours, since you do rely on your teammate. But here's the kicker. It's not your team's fault. The enemy team too has these issues. It's not just your team that has slackers. And let's be real, sometimes this skill disparity is just too much. At that point, yeah, you'll lose your win streak, but unfortunately some games just are like that. It does suck, but it happens nonetheless. Just don't go around blaming your teammates for this, because the majority of games aren't that unbalanced. So, how do you even actually win? It's honestly quite simple. Just go on a different class. No, seriously, I cannot stress enough how the simple act of switching classes can affect the outcome of a game, even if it's just you. Look, fighting is a very class-oriented game, and we definitely shouldn't ignore that fact, even if it makes our lives a whole lot more comfortable. Though, yeah, skill disparity is obviously still an issue, and yeah, when you're not the one carrying the team, this advice won't be as applicable. Now, of course, you don't want to just switch classes blindly. You have to know what classes to play, and yes, I will be making a more in-depth video about that, but I'll put it simply. Within comps, there's 3 kinds of classes: power, pick, and support. There's a little image Lesport made that displays what class belongs where. To put simply, when there's a lack of a certain class type, just go play that. In my opinion, the best 3 classes to learn to win games are Katana, Medkit, and any of these, but I would love more Bioref layers, so it's gonna be Bioref. These generally fill in most gaps that open servers have, but honestly, it's really up to you what you do. I mean, I tried to apply this theory myself, and I just immediately got a win streak of 7 on my first try, which is honestly really good considering I was playing pretty casually. Now, sure, I will acknowledge the fact that I am a bit more skilled than the average person, but that does not take away from the fact that I immediately strayed away from my usual 50-50 win-loss ratio. And since there's not much more to say here, I'll just say that I've been busy with a video that will likely come out somewhere within the next 30 days. I have a vacation coming up, like the day after this video is uploaded, so I won't be able to post anything for about a week, which, to be fair, is something you're pretty much used to by now. But I'm working on a video called How to Fight Every Class's Biograph and Win. Now, you know, good luck with your 20 win streak achievement, Jesus Christ.